What is up, guys? Mr. Merkel here, and today we are going to be drawing Charizard from Pokemon. And if you guys won't mind, please go down and hit the subscribe button. Only 0.9% of you guys who watch my videos are actually subscribed. That means 99.1% of you are not subscribed who watch my videos. With that out of the way, today we're going to be drawing Charizard. Very cool Pokemon. I've seen a lot of card openings recently, and their main goal is to get Charizard because he is worth a lot of money, apparently. So, what you're going to want to do to start this out is we're going to start with drawing his mouth first. So you're going to want to draw a slight curved line right here around the middle of the paper. If we get the middle right here, upper left. But not like up here, down a little bit. Okay? You get it. Now, we're going to draw the rest of his mouth real quick by doing a curved line down here, like this. And it's going to curve up and connect to the middle of this other curved line that we just now drew. And now we have his mouth, and we're going to draw his teeth real quick. Draw his first tooth right here, okay? And then draw his other two bottom teeth, one right here, and the other one, you're gonna draw this one right here. And all you're doing is drawing a triangle and a little round spot at the bottom if you want. It's not required, but it will make it look better. And this is optional if you want to draw a tongue. I will, just to show how it's done. You're just going to want to draw it coming in like this, like a long oval, like that. And that's his mouth, guys. So now we're going to come in and draw his snout, okay? So, we're going to come in and draw a small curved line at the end of his nose, coming up and rounding out to right here, just like that. Yes, just like that. And then you're going to want to draw another little bump right here, right by his nose. And you're going to want to draw a little line that comes up right here. It's going to connect to the other bump that we just now drew. It's going to come up at a curved angle, like this. And then it's going to come back up and kind of come down a little bit, just like that. We can always make adjustments later because we're drawing lightly with pencil. Like right now, I already see something wrong. But that's fine. We have erasers for that reason. And now, we're going to draw his other little horn type deal. So, it's going to come up. And this one is much longer than the other one because it's up front. And it's more visible to the eye, just like that. I probably did a pretty bad job explaining that because I didn't really explain it at all. So basically what you're going to do is draw a slight curve line, as I did, and then do another curve line coming up. I say curve line a lot, I'm sorry. I don't really know how else to describe the lines. And then curve this out and round it out to another half oval. Now, we are going to draw his neck up here, right here, the back of his neck real quick. It's going to come down to like right here. So now you're just going to want to draw a curved line that comes down to the spot we just now marked. We're going to draw the other part of his neck too. That's going to come into his belly area. And that's going to be right around, actually, let's draw his jaw first. Before we draw the other part of the neck, let's draw his jaw. So right here, we're going to want to draw a very small curve line that comes right here. And then here. And basically, we're just going to mirror this just a little bit away, like this. So you're just going to draw the exact same thing you drew here, but under it. And now, we're going to draw his neck. So it's going to come in right about right here. And it's just going to curve in and then out, like a backwards S, basically. And we're just gonna make sure this is nice and curved. And you can always erase the extra lines. It doesn't look so bad. Right here, let's draw a dot right here in the middle. Right at the top where his neck stops and where his belly begins, we're gonna draw a little dot. And this is where you're gonna draw his belly curve. This part right here, we're gonna draw that, and it's gonna come into his leg. We're gonna do that right now. So we're gonna draw the curvature of his belly. It's gonna come right about here, and it's not gonna connect. Right here, we're going to keep going like this, and then we're gonna curve inward, and it's gonna come here, and then it's gonna come back to right here, okay? And then on this side right here, where we started drawing his leg, we're gonna come maybe half an inch out, and we're gonna draw the other portion of his leg, and it's just the same thing. It's like a vase. You're drawing a vase, yes. Perfect. Yeah. And now you're gonna draw his foot. You're gonna wanna draw coming out like this on both sides, either side. And now you're going to draw his 3 nails. One is going to be right here. You're going to draw these just like you drew his teeth, just a little triangle, but the bottom is a bit curved. And then you're going to draw a small line, and then you're going to do the same thing you did on the other side, just a little tooth, but on his foot, just like that. Looks good. And now for some extra detail, where his foot and his leg meet, we're gonna put a small little line right there. And where his kneecaps are, we're just gonna put one right here, small line right here too, just like that. And we're gonna move on to his other leg. So right in the middle of his belly, you're gonna want to draw another dot right here. And this is gonna come out in a curve, just like this. And then right here on its underside of his belly, you're going to want to draw another line that comes in, and it's going to come down because this is now his foot. And right here, you're going to draw out a little bit and curve down, just like that. And now draw his 3 nails on this side, but these are at an angle, and they're all going to be the same tooth shape. The first one is going to be right here. Draw that little tooth shape. The other one is going to be a bit farther out to add in a little depth, as one might say. And the last one is going to be even farther out than the second one, like that. But that is his other foot, and we're going to draw again his little kneecap line right there. No foot line. You can if you want to. I'm not going to, because yeah. Now that we have his basic shape down, we can now draw his arms. His arms are going to be on either side, right here and right here, before we draw his wings. We're going to draw his eye last because, yeah. His left arm is going to be right here. And you're just going to want to draw a small curved line that looks kind of like this. I think that's good. And then on the other side, right here, you're going to want to draw another curved line that corresponds with the other one. Nice and parallel. But on the bottom one, you're going to want to keep on going like this and draw another curve. While on this one, you're going to want to draw 3 half circles, 3 hills, as one might say. The first hill will come right here. The next hill will come right here. And this hill is a bit larger than the other one. And then the last hill will come right here. And on these hills, you're going to want to draw his fingers. his little teeth on his fingers, as one might say. What am I saying as one might say? It doesn't matter. Anyways, so you're going to want to draw a curved line and then a cone shape. And then for this one, we're going to follow through with this line that we extended on the hill and curve that into a fingernail like that. And the same thing right here, curve this into a fingernail just like that. And that's it with that arm. Let's go on to the next arm. Real quick, let's draw his underside so that way we get an idea of where his tail is too. Let's draw his tail real quick actually. So with this tail, you're just going to draw a straight line that's maybe a little bit curved. It doesn't really matter. The other one is going to start down and it's going to curve up as you get closer on. So it's like basically a little bit of a diagonal line. And you're just going to kind of cut that off. And this is where his fiery tail is going to be. So this is where you're going to want to go crazy with the flame. You know, you can just go a little bit crazy and just make it unique in your own way. This is how I drew my flame, but you can draw it however you would like. It doesn't matter, you know? Just be creative with it. Be creative with your own flame. So, this next hand is going to be coming out like this. And then it's going to be curving like this. And then you're going to want to draw a series of bumps that are his knuckles. So the first bump that you're going to want to draw is one right here. The next bump is a smaller bump you're going to draw right here. The last bump is a big bump that you're going to draw right here. And for the bump that we just now drew, you're going to want to draw the fingernail that curves in like this. And that is that fingernail done. The other fingernail is going to go right here. Curved line, cone. And then the final fingernail, you're going to want to, where you drew the curved line, you're going to want to come down a tiny bit. And you're going to want to just come out a little bit past the hook part. And this is where you're going to want to draw your final nail just like this. It can come into there a little bit, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to want to here. Let's finish up his arm like this. Here. Let's go like this. Look at that wrist. Okay, so you don't want to make that mistake. You're going to want to come in a bit closer so his arm doesn't look weird like that. Much better. And actually, let's do his eye real quick. So his eye is pretty easy to draw. You're going to draw basically a straight line at the bottom right here. And then at the top, right above that, you're going to draw a curved line that comes down like that. So it starts up high and goes down like that. And then you're going to draw a curved line that connects those two. So he's got like about the same shape as the fingernails, the toenails, and the teeth. But the lines come a bit out. And now you're going to want to draw a small circle in his eye like this. That is going to act as the glimmer in his eye. And then you're going to want to come down like this and draw his eye as you would. Like that. So, right here. Now we can color in his eye really quick if you would like. Just so it looks better for now. And that's it with his face. Actually, let's draw his nostrils too. So let's draw the first one. It is the same shape that we drew for the teeth, the fingernails, the toenails. It's just the same shape. It's just like a teardrop type thing. Where you draw the end right here. Then you come down. And then you make that a point. And then you come down to the other part. And that's it. Teardrop shape, baby. There we go. And that's it. And then let's draw his wings now. This is probably one of the easier parts of him, I think. I don't really know. I can't really remember. Under the right arm, we're going to draw a little bit of a line right here that starts up and curves down. And then you're going to draw another curve. So up, down. So it's going to look like a wave, kind of, where the waves peak and then they come down and they peak again, and then they come crashing down with this giant loop, and then they come up into a giant hill, giant bump, and then that is the end of the bottom wing. And this is going to come up like this in a straight diagonal line. And I think we're only going to draw in straight lines starting from now. So that's nice. Draw another diagonal line going to the left. And then draw another one connecting to that one. And at the very top, you're going to want to curve this out and make this come down. And then draw one final line that comes and connects to his hand like that. And then we're going to come back down to this point. And we're basically going to mirror this and just draw it thicker so it looks better. Like this. Just mirror it until we get to this final curve part. In this part, we're going to come up like this, and it's going to look like a little thumb, actually. And it's going to come up and down like a little mountain, hill, whatever, half oval, you know. And it's going to come back down, and we're going to continue mirroring it till it gets back over here. And then we can just follow this line through, just like that, just like that. Cool. Now that we have this whole thing done, this wing done, we can draw the little detail in his wing. We're going to draw one line that comes down here, and then one smaller line that comes down to the left of it, right in the middle of his wing, as some detail on his wing, you know, just so you know where the detail is. And then on this side of his wing, we're going to want to draw a small line under his chin. That's going to be the thick part here. Just going to show through. And then we're going to come from right here in where his arm bends right here. And we're going to curve up like this. And it's going to barely touch his chin. It could go through. I'm not judging. You know, you draw it how you would like. And it's going to stop right there. And at this point, we're going to make this curve up like this. So here's your first straight line, and then you got another straight diagonal line. And then you have yet another straight diagonal line. And this one's going to turn into the hook off. And this one's just going to come down right here. And actually, let's add a little bit of detail right here. Let's draw this little line right there. I forgot about that. And that is it for the inner part, this section of that wing. And now we're going to come up and do the same thing we did last time. Right here, where it stopped, we're going to just mirror the edge. And then at the final point, we're going to make it a peak, like a little thumb, like we did last time, like that. And it's going to come back down just like that. And guys, that is how you draw Charizard. I'm going to grab my Sharpie, my thick Sharpie, and my thin Sharpie, and I'm going to go ahead and trace him. Okay guys, I am back, and I have my two Sharpies, thick and thin, And I have the 4 colors I'm going to need to color this guy whole. Now, let's get started. I'm going to speed through this, the Sharpie process, because you guys know how to Sharpie things, you know? Just gotta trace the lines. A tip for his head, don't use the thick Sharpie. I've done that before as a test run. Make sure you use the thin because it looks a lot better in the end. I use the thin on this one, and you can tell it looks a lot better, and it's not like smudged and big or anything. So if you guys want to make it look good, just use the thin Sharpie on the face and use the thick everywhere else. So I'm going to start sharpening this up, and you guys can do the same with yours. Or you can just leave it as pencil. I'm not judging. Now, the 3 colors that we're going to be using, I'm using 2 oranges here, a little light tan for his stomach, and 1 blue for his wings. And I will be doing shading, but that is optional. Okay, guys, now that we're done drawing Charizard, please, if you guys like the video, go down, subscribe, make sure you like the video so it gets more popular and it's on more people's recommended pages. You can go like my other videos if you want. I post a couple times a week, depends how I feel in that week, but I'd say it's pretty good, you know? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this far in the video if you did. And please, guys, we need to hit 10K, and that way we can hit 100K, and I can do a face reveal. And maybe a bit of a Q&A, you know? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.